And the alleged fraud and today's arrest have prompted the Premier to concede Queensland Health is a basket case and she'll abolish the department. Two separate agencies will deliver healthcare to Queensland. One will focus on healthcare, the other on administration. But the opposition and unions aren't convinced about the plan, saying the government has panicked as the next election looms.
The Premier gathered almost all of the heads of state government departments to break the news.
Today we begin the process of abolishing Queensland Health as we know it.
Anna Bligh says the organisation has failed Queenslanders.
It is simply too large and too removed from service delivery, and in its current form has a culture that is beyond repair.
This will be the biggest reform for Queensland Health in a generation.
Under the plan, a hospitals and healthcare agency will be created to look after patient services, while a health services support agency will look after things like payroll and administration.
The breaking up of corporate Queensland Health will simplify responsibility, lines of accountability.
This is a panicked and desperate move by a government that is clearly in meltdown.
The opposition says simply cutting up the department won't solve the problems.
Something that wasn't an issue 72 hours ago has now resulted in a wrecking ball being driven through the middle of Queensland Health.
The union was also quick to attack the plan, although surprisingly it's not yet worried about potential job losses. Alex Scott says the government's trying to look like it's doing something rather than actually improving the system.
Well, we think this is a rushed announcement to try and clear the decks before the state election.
Doctors have cautiously welcomed the change but want to have a say in the new structure.
There's still a real risk that rather than getting real reform, we're just going to see shifting of the deck chairs on the Titanic.
The opposition has called for the Health Minister to resign over the alleged fraud, but he says he's not going anywhere. Anna Bligh says she's confident her government's response will help improve financial checks and balances.
People will have an opportunity to consider this next year when they go to an election.
And she's hoping to have the new agencies up and running before the poll, which is due in March. James Kelly, ABC News.